This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. But tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First run now for Kyron Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. At the 35-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Rams had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nakua, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 41, here's a second down and 4. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch, too.
Throwing here, Purdy. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. You talk about this Rams defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Now Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game. You think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that are extra preparedness, you go to them early and often.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Get set, get set.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Purdy steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Back to throw, Stafford. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the short catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Two. She goes set. 180.
Now Stafford. Now he's free to midfield. And down right around the 37. It's a gain of 34.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That result really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Second and 16. Throwing is Stafford. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown away. Puka Nacua with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
That's complete to Pearson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Purdy from the gun. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, they certainly not shied away from throwing the football. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, but that last one earning them a new set of downs.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Purdy on a sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan, and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Hey, 250!
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
Set! 180!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Stafford down to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they'll hang it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now they're trying here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Rams 21, 49ers 7.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Flush to his right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Over the middle, it's complete to McCaffrey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Offense is moving a little bit, out of back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy.
And this is going to be incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
58 yards rushing for him now, his first 2 carries of the ball game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
New York on now for the extra point.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
49ers 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
39-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
It's a pickup of 6.
Here now, second and 4.
And 4.
Yellow lady! Yellow lady!
On the ground, it's Jarquez Hunter.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 38. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start in the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. It's caught inside the 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Niners.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 and the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
It's now third and goal.
Stay 50. He goes, set. 180.
To throw is Stafford. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Rams are able to widen their advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown won the go. We're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, exactly right. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Buying time to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
First down, San Francisco.
Connects with Kittle underneath. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a second and 1 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the 44.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right.
To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Well, it's not time to get him as downers, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's second and 7.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 35 yards. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Blue 60.
Now it's Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
76 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Bust through the tackle. The 1st down screen pass good for 5.
Boy, now we're going to well read defensively. This is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing here, Purdy.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Purdy now to throw.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Purdy, big 4th down play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Here's Stafford.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But he did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
And the 49ers first down.
Get set.
Purdy.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he tried to run it, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here's Purdy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
50.
Here's Hunter. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. He's brought down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Lady.
The busy night continues for Williams. They find some open field here. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
20.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Omaha, blue. Hey. Lady. Hurry.
Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Get set. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Purdy to throw.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
To throw is Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. Here's first down.
Get set. Yellow. 18.
Here's Purdy to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Rams, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year.